On we go then to the second women's singles semi-final. And those of you who were with us right at the start of the Olympic tournament, at what, 9 o'clock in the morning last Saturday, our time, may remember this young woman, Maria Kristin Julianti, 23 years of age, only ranked number 21 in the world. Match point down to Juliana Scheck of Germany in the first round, came back to win that match, and look at what she's done since. She beat Tina Rasmussen in particular in the third round, the Dane, who was very highly fancied, and then came for miles behind in the final game, 3-11 at the interval, to beat Saina Nehwal, the 18-year-old Indian. Zhang Ning too looked as if she might make an early exit when she lost the first game to Thailand's Salakit Ponsana in her first match by in the first round, the number 2 seed of course, and then had, well, a titanic struggle with the Chinese-born French athlete Pi Hongyang before getting home 21-19 in an hour and 6 minutes in the quarterfinals, and promptly bursting into tears when she won that match. It meant so much to her at the age of 33 to continue the defence of her Olympic title. Umpire Elaine Kong from the United States. Lynn Nixie from New Zealand is the service judge for this one. Can Zhang Ning raise herself once more, Jill?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, I'm sure she can.
Maria Kristin Julianti, Indonesia. On my left, Zhang Ning, China. Zhang Ning to serve, level, play.
Terrific opening rally. Both players exploring every inch of the court. But David, you were just asking me prior to this match starting whether, as we're looking at Lee Yong-bo on the left there, the head coach, whether Zhang Ning could actually raise herself one last time. I actually think that, certainly when I was a player, there was something very, very special about holding on to a title. And of course you want to win every match, every tournament that you play in. But when you've won it before and it is your title, it's something extra that you seem to be able to produce to hang on to that. It's almost like it's your property and I'm not giving it back.
Well left. But one thing's very apparent for them the first 3 rallies of this match. Whoever wins this match is going to have to work very, very hard.
Yes, indeed. You've mentioned both of their quarterfinals encounters going the full distance, 1 hour and 4 minutes and 1 hour and 6 minutes respectively between these two players. Julianti, the 2 minutes shorter for her quarterfinal than Zhang Ning.
Interesting, both women pretty heavily strapped. Right knees have taken a pounding. And Julianti also has the right thigh strapped.
Well, it's only 3-all in the opening game, and already this is terrific badminton.
Just wide, just overdoing the angle. There's that lovely, lazy Indonesian style. Does Yulianti just glides around the court. Seems to always have time. And really, since Suzy Susanti, the original women's champion in 1992, when badminton became an Olympic sport, the Indonesians have struggled to produce women of the very highest quality in badminton terms.
Yes and no, because of course they did produce Mia Ordina, who of course was twice silver medalist in Olympic Games, first of all in Atlanta, and then of course 4 years ago in Athens. She was born and bred in Indonesia and ended up, because she married somebody from the Netherlands.
Yeah, playing for Holland here.
Yep.
Yeah, fair point.
But I think you're right, David. They have had barren times lately, and it's absolutely delightful to see a player like this who's got the same sort of racket skills as the great Suzy Susanti. I'd certainly like to see her become a little stronger in her legs. She does glide about the court, but, you know, perhaps she needs to be just a fraction quicker.
Ooh, it lands good. I wonder what Juliana Schenk is thinking. I had match point against this woman, and here she is in the semi-finals.
Well, I think there's one or two players that are probably having nightmares about their matches against this young lady from Indonesia, Yulianti. Because, of course, quarterfinalist Saina Nehwal, 11-3 up in that deciding game. We all thought that she was going to win it.
We did. Stepping up the pace, the taller woman. Zhang Ning at 5'9", 3 inches the taller. Married to one of the Chinese coaches, Miss Zhang Ning.
And that's where Zhang Ning now has problems, because in the past she was probably one of the best movers on court. Now, because of that knee injury to her right knee, she struggles to push forward. forced to turn and play the high backhand. Back level once again. Slight hesitation there from Yulianti with the round-the-head shot. Ended up taking it really quite late. The later you take the shuttle, the lower the shuttle has fallen, and therefore the more difficult to control any sort of drop shot or angled shot.
Oh, a couple of errors there from Yulianti. Enables the defending champion to head for the interval with a 3-point advantage.
I have to say, David, throughout this Olympic competition, there's been an intensity about Zhang Ning that hasn't been present in recent Grand Prix tournaments. And it's just wonderful to see, because I think she's been one of the all-time greats in badminton, and she hasn't been able to perform to her very best because of that knee injury and so on. Whereas here she is at the Olympics, she's kept playing because of this dream of retaining her Olympic title. And to see her playing with this intensity and this sort of form is absolutely wonderful.
Fantastic.
That's the sort of rally that can change a match. How on earth did Yulianti... Well, first of all, she had to stretch to get this cross-court net shot, and then how she managed to get that back is just beyond me.
Way behind her, isn't it?
Yeah. Zhang Ning does have this tendency, when the shuttle is deep in her forehand corner, of taking it only about shoulder height. She doesn't always make the effort to reach up high and take the shuttle as early as possible. And it often plays herself into trouble with that.
So much more effective when you really reach up.
It's just wide, and I really thought in that rally that Zhang Ning was taking the shuttle early at the net. She'd taken one early on her forehand side, and I thought she's really trying to up the pace, but the error in the end.
That goes long, and what was a 3-point advantage at the interval has gone with it.
Ooh.
My word, that was tight.
Yeah, the power play on that occasion from Zhang Ning. So good about varying her attacking play.
And that's just perhaps the difference. For most of that rally, Yulianti was in control, but just doesn't have that same level of intensity as Zhang Ning. And a rather casual error at the end of it.
No indication to me that either player is particularly dominating the front of the court. They both had their occasions where they have played the tight spinning net shots and got the reward.
Wide.
Then a wonderful drop from Yulianti. And of course, perhaps the other thing we ought to make mention of is the fact that Zhang Ning in that opening game against Selakat Khonsana looked desperately nervous. And one wonders, she so desperately wants to retain her title here, whether nerves are going to play a big part.
That's a big point for Yulianti, who at one stage actually had to hit the accelerator in terms of her movement, and did so very successfully. Absolutely had her, didn't she? Zhang Ning moving back to cover the lift. If Yulianti had got the net shot over, it would have been all over at that point.
Yeah, just a fraction wide.
There's that smash to the backhand corner that works so well for Zhang Ning in the first game.
Yeah, it really did make a big difference to that opening game. And the thing about this shot is the crispness of it in the angle rather than the power.
Just missing this time, though.
And I wonder if that's, you know, I mentioned not long ago about the nerves of Zhang Ning, and I just wonder whether that's a sign that she's beginning to feel the pressure.
And that time, Yulianti expecting the smash to her backhand, moved to cover it. So the response is to vary the tactics. Go for the slice drop to the forehand. Don't become an Olympic champion by talent alone. You've got to have the ability to think, rethink, find another way of winning when you have to. Brilliant.
Yeah, that's such a super shot. A full stretch and then just guides the shuttle for a cross-court net shot, played to perfection. Two shots back to the same place from Yulianti. Zhang Ning wasn't expecting that. That's a wonderful block, though. Lunges on the wrong leg there. Badminton players usually lunge on the racket side, so if they're a right-hander, they'd lunge on the right leg. That time, lunging onto her left leg, that was impressive to control the movement.
Oh, perfect placement. Making a lot of instant winners off the Yulianti serve at the moment, Zhang Ning. Such a good net shot. And Yulianti has the narrowest advantages at 11 points to 10.
There's that shot late on her forehand side.
Well, when we looked at today's schedule, we thought this might very well be the match of the morning session, and so it's proving. So much to admire. The very contrasting styles, that languid, lazy style of the Indonesian, and yet beautiful stroke play, and the sheer guts and determination of Zhang Ning. Hesitation.
Yeah, thought about leaving it. That's terrific, though. Straight smash, looked for the straight reply. Coming forward, Yulianti, and then just guiding the shuttle in a downward direction across court.
And she was at the net without anybody really noticing. She just moved in there quietly. Nothing quiet when Zhang Ning wins a point. There has been so much to admire in this match. The Indonesian fans there.
Yes, initially some wonderful retrieving from Zhang Ning. And I do think that the reigning champion enjoys a lot more success when she's positive within the rallies, when she's attacking.
13-all, second game. It's wide. Zhang Ning moves in front.
First time since she led 3-1 in this second game that she's been in front.
Hendrawan, the coach of the Indonesian team.
Yes, once again, wonderful cross-court net shot from Zhang Ning. We've seen it from the backhand side, this time from the forehand. Tremendous effort to launch herself towards the net to play that kill.
just sense that the will of Zhang Ning is that little bit stronger. Total commitment.
Yes, and you also wonder whether this is the decisive move. Well, once again, I can tell you there's a dispute over whether to change the shuttle or not. Umpire says yes, please do. So Zhang Ning didn't want to.
It's long.
Well, I thought this might be the decisive move. And this is another trait of champions, this ability to sense the right moment, just to up the pace, up the intensity. Pile on the pressure to make the big difference. 5 straight points. Nigeria can't help but think back to that quarter-final when Yulianti won 10 straight points to come back against Saina Nehwal. So she's got the capability to fight back.
But surely not now. Not after that error. The Olympic champion has 5 points to go through to the Olympic final. For 4 years, she's dreamed of this. She's extended her career for one reason: to defend her title in front of her people, in her country. And Zhang Ning, the champion in Athens, will contest the final in Beijing. It will be an all-Chinese women's singles final as Zhang Ning, the Olympic champion, takes on the world #1 Shi Xingfeng. But whatever happens tomorrow in that final, it will be a fitting end to a wonderful, wonderful career for the 33-year-old Zhang Ning.
The moment of victory celebrated by coaches and Zhang Ning. Well, she was terrific today, and I have to say, from 14 all in that second game when she won 5 straight points, that was magnificent. That was a champion at work. She raised her game, she piled on the pressure when required at the crucial moment, and she thoroughly deserves to be in the final once again.
40 minutes of outstanding badminton.